trying to raise the chair. There we go. All right. Rasmus, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, fast intro incoming. Hey, guys. Okay. We have a pretty lofty goal. I need to finish the vines on here, which I don't think there's very many. Then we're going to build the low poly and then try and unwrap and bake it before the stream ends. That is the goal anyways. We'll see how that goes. The rest of the vines we'll deal with in another way. Veyron got a job. Oh man, congrats. What's up, Pigeon? How you doing? And crew. Ooh, I like it. Empire crew. Okay, let's get started here. So I'm just increasing the resolution in this area right now. And then just detail it out a bit. Do I still work? Am I still working on the faces? Maybe the texturing aspect of it, yeah. I could probably need another pass. Oh, thanks, Force. Gotta lower the music. Don't want to get sniped by Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Last thing you saw me working on live was the faces? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll get Unity loading. I can show you where we're at. How you doing, by the way? I guess it's been a while, huh? No, we went and made a bunch of foliage and stuff too, which is kind of nice. It's a nice change of scenery. Hello, Varix. How you doing? Yan, what's up? You did make it. How's it going? Oh. Uh-oh. This pop-up scare me. Chaotic few months. Job offer caught me off guard, by the way. Any further progress on the map you've been working on? That's what we're loading up. So, I'll skip this for now. So you can see we made some foliage. We've got our little, we've got a test scene too. I've split it all up so it's like easier to load stuff up. So you can get a sense of like, yeah, so this is all on the VOD, so you're able to go back if you need to. Where are we at here? The altar was the first thing we kind of like detailed out with the new foliage, which I think it's working all right. Feels good. It's weird though. I don't know why the fog seems to be off. Oh, it's just really low. There we go. The fog really helps with the depth, right? Anyways, yeah. The goal, the goal for this stream is we're gonna try and get this the sculpt for this tree done, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I would make a low poly of it, and then because there's a couple of different ways you can do that, and then we'll unwrap it and then bake. There's no critiques tonight. I think I said that on the, I mean, I don't expect you guys to look at the announcements for everything, right? But I think I said on the announcements that I was just going to focus on this. The sad part is on the portfolio stuff, it says that there's some this week on the portfolio thingamabob. You're like next, aren't you, Varix? Were you hoping you were going to go? I'm sorry, I canceled on you, bro. I could have been wrong. I think you were this. Oh, you quoted it. Oh, you were wondering if I was going to do both. I see. Dude, there would be. Maybe if I was streaming full time. That'd be cool, right? I don't even think you can see this root because it's under the water, or this part of the root, anyways. That works for me. All right. What are the roots we got here? Oh, we've got this one. Oh, it doesn't have enough resolution. So the downside about using Sculptris Pro is you can't isolate like this and then expect to get dynamic resolution. It just doesn't work. It's kind of a shame. So what I end up doing is holding Shift, adding the resolution, and then isolating. I could steal that Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi security in Sweden's pretty high. See, when it's not adding geometry for you as well, you sculpt faster, which is always nice. The environment you've showed, but will it just be what? Will it be just a scene for some renders, or will it be playable? Just a scene for some renders. Like, I don't see a reason to make it playable. You know what I mean? Okay, that one looks alright. We can, what is it? We can mark stuff so that we're like, oh yeah, no, that one's done. So fill object, and then we can mark a root when it's done. That way I'm like, right, that one's had its pass. Oh. And immediately defeat the purpose of coloring them. So that one's done. Is this one? Yeah. That one's done. So this one right here is almost done. Okay, we're almost done. This is good. This is good. Why not? Because it's a big time sink for the payoff of saying it's playable. Like, the focus would be to just make the art, right? The playable part's up to designers. I don't know. I would rather so no video. I mean, maybe a video, but that doesn't require to make it playable. Like, it's just camera fly-throughs, right? So it's similar to a scene you created in UE4? What do you mean? Oh, we need to turn this on again. There we go. Let me open it up. Well, I mean, I don't know if you have to open it up. What do you mean? Did you, it's just because it was just for screenshots, or because it's a temple scene? Because this temple scene's like, a lot of people do the temple scene, you know? It's almost as popular as the sphere. I wonder where this is at in context of the, oh yeah, see how this vine's like clipping through the mouth? We gotta fix that. Curious, by the way, I never asked you and haven't heard anyone ask you, but if you touch scripting, not really. Or are you mildly interested? No. It's a good question, though. I mean, I probably should be a little bit interested because there's a lot of things I could do to, like, speed stuff up, right? I'd be much more interested in, like, video editing for this type of stuff. To make, like, really good, like, fly-throughs and camera edits that just look really nice. Does that make sense? Let's see, we need the context of the face here. Because, like, I mean, going back to the making it playable thing, it's like once you do that for a living, it's like the last thing you want to do. unless you're making your own game, you know? .512 meter, yeah. Tej, what's up? How you doing? Advisable, hi. Long time no see for sure. You try Papyrus for Skyrim? Never again. Things are going well. We were just looking at the oh Jesus, foliage. Just to see where things are at on that. For some people that hadn't been here in a while. This is getting tediously slow. I'm not a fan of this. Hyping with the girlfriend? What do you mean? Oh, had that sweet news today. Oh, yeah, you better be hyping. Hype, hype. You guys gotta hype. Hype for Tej. Hype for Tej. Feel free to spam chat with whatever emotes you find acceptable for celebration. Have you ever asked someone at work or someone you knew for a concept or personal scene? Never really heard anyone say that they have. I've been debating talking to Matthew O'Halloran about some stuff, but I gotta finish this scene first. More to come on that soon. If Matt is here, that's the first time he's heard it as well. So... Wow, that route just keeps going. We're just going to leave that area down there not too detailed. I'll just, some primary curves. So, you know, like this part of the vine is just going to be way down there. It doesn't need to have all the details. Party! Are you doing these individually? What do you mean? Oh no, this is all part of the giant one. This is like one of the bigger roots. The other ones I'm probably going to leave to just tileables. These ones are more of the primary shapes, minus this one I'm working on now. This one probably shouldn't have been bundled in with the rest. But yeah, these ones are, for the most part, more of the primary shapes, so they deserve like a unique normal. Almost there though. Time is it? Okay, we got an hour and 40 minutes. Dude, a lot of the times just adding a few like primary cuts into the like divots into the vine is enough. You know, like maybe you inflate a spot and then it's good. These details might be too subtle. We'll see. Turn this up a little bit. So no detailing in ZBrush. There will be a little bit. There'll be a little bit of detailing. It's going to be up near the top. So like up, maybe like these ones here. But the detailing that we're looking at is things like this, right? Where it's much more emphasized detail. So it's like creases, where like creases would be. And then like you can do, let me see here, stuff like this. Just for like the flow of like the root itself. But that's probably as far as we'll take it. Like you don't really need to, like it starts getting stylized too, because this type of root and tree is very like blobby. You know what I'm saying? Okay, where are we at now? This part. This is the part when I tend to get a little sloppy because I'm like, all right, I got to move on now. Because reality, like we were saying earlier, that root's like way down there. Like no one's going to see that. Have I created the bark material yet? Not really, no. I mean, we'll go into that in another stream for sure. That's a little too strong. See, like this area here, this is a good spot. It's a good spot for detailing. Meow, what's going on? How you doing? We're just we're trying to finish this tree up so I can get to building the low poly. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, we need to focus on this area down here. You'll notice I actually do a lot of similar shapes or like patterns to like what I'm sculpting. It's like I like this one where you cut in on the underside of it and it kind of dips in a little bit. Hey, thanks for the follow, Hawkdan. Much appreciated, man. Polygons, what's going on, dude? Okay, let me see what else is going on here. Okay, yeah. We're ignoring this guy, remember. This is me ignoring it, I promise. I promise I'm ignoring it. Okay, let's do a color fill on this guy. Sculpting trees and roots at the moment. That's hilarious. Okay, so we've got this guy. Let's shift click that. So this is what it looks like. Let's do a quick once over. There's obviously the undersides here that haven't been sculpted. By not having details there, it's actually going to make it much easier to make the low poly. Did I see the demo for Cyberpunk? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks good. It's actually pretty interesting. Surprised by how like light they are on the propping of the environment, which is probably good because of the detailing. Like when you go out into the streets and stuff, and like look at the amount of propping on the ground, and how little you actually need in order to sell the space. Veyron, I think quite a bit actually. Having a trained eye, I was seeing a lot of things that told me that was quite real. Okay, so we've got this. I'm going to save it one more time for good luck. We're going to go in and duplicate it. We'll rename this one Deci. Press the move key, a little gizmo here. Remesh by decimation. Let's see how this turns out. Let's bring it down to like, I don't know, 7,300 triangles. Give it a minute here. Hopefully the stream doesn't choke out while this is happening. Oh, I just remembered I have a drink. Oh, yeah. You're a bit of a fanboy, huh? We can talk off stream about your addictions. Okay, so if I shift click this one, we'll just look at that. This is, so that is more than acceptable. You could probably add more geo. Like, we need to be looking at the roots down here and seeing what's going on with these guys. So I'm showing you, right now I'm showing you the decimation process. Maybe we can try, let's try 8,300. So this This is 8300. So this holds up a lot of the information. Dude, this estimation's totally fine. So we'll press this little gizmo here. We'll accept that. That's the, this would be the low poly technically. There's obviously some stuff I could clean up, like down here. Like we could get rid of a lot of that problem. Dude, it's got a little butt. That's hilarious. Let's go to this one. Let's duplicate it again, and we'll look at remeshing instead of decimation, just so that you guys can see the differences. UVs are going to be interesting, though. UVs will be fine. The UVs. So let's go to geometry. We'll go down here. We'll go to ZRemesher. Target poly count 5. I think 5 is like means it's a fifth of its current cost. I could be wrong. Just do ZRemesh real fast here. So ZRemesher is quite a clean end result. It's kind of crazy. You just pelt map the models at max generally. ZRemesher is freaking amazing. So look at that. That's pretty clean, man. So if you need to, you can go into your materials and then just make a flat color and turn wireframe off, and then just check your silhouettes to see if anything looks like it's low poly. And I mean, other than like some weird sorting things with triangles up here, I mean, I think I would say ZRemesher is probably going to be the cleaner result, or the better for the engine result. But engines these days don't really care all that much at all, actually, as long as it's not choking it, right? So, I mean, when we say better, what is this one at? So this one is still 12,800, whereas the ZRemesh was about 8,000. Question is seeing how accurate it is. And I mean, that looks pretty good. It honestly will probably... What's going on, Fear? Well, I gotta hear what Fear's got to say. Projected as well, Din? Ilya, what's going on? Yeah, AK is nothing for something this big, for sure. Quilly Willy. He's speaking to you, man. No, I mean, this is low when you look at it, and it's not even that optimized. I mean, I guess it is. It's just enough geo to do what it's trying to do. So this one's 12,800. We'll go with this, because like this actually, if you in the shader, if you were gonna do real-time displacement tessellation type stuff, you're gonna want geometry like this versus decimated geometry, right? So that's another thing to keep in mind. Yeah, you can reduce this in Modo pretty easily too, because of all the loop selecting and how easy it is to do so. So okay, let's go with this and see how this works. Actually, do I have? I don't. Get Modo up here. It's 838. Okay, I'm going to actually transition really fast. Hey, thanks for that follow. Meow. Meow. So I'm going to transition real quick so that we can split it into another video. So I'll be right back, and then we're going to look at unwrapping this bad boy.